What's happening, everybody? I want to welcome you all back to the JR Wisdom channel. Thank you guys for tuning back in once again. I know I've been gone for a while, but for all of you guys who are new to my channel and are just now clicking the link, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my videos. So without further ado, I just wanted to talk about this topic, which has been addressed in the past, but is something that is very common. And we see with the advent of these mainstream social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth. And this term coined by, I believe, is Kim Kardashian, which is the selfie. So I want to touch on this because it's coming to a point where it is taking the place of a lot of things, or some people are relying on this for a self-esteem booster. Now, there's nothing wrong with compliments, but when you rely on social media to boost the confidence within yourself or the esteem within yourself, and this is a tool that you're relying upon to make you whole or to bring you happiness or to release the serotonin or whatever it is that makes you happy, then I feel there's an issue. This has come to the point, and a lot of you guys may be familiar with this, where some of your friends or your followers or things, they post multiple selfies a day, constantly posting these selfies, constantly, showing themselves, and it's obvious a lot of times they're looking for approval from you guys who are viewing or scrolling down to give them a like or a love or any of these emojis, even compliment them on their beauty. And you have people posting anywhere from 10 sometimes to 15 individual pictures of themselves, just to get that feeling, that high from knowing that someone finds them attractive or beautiful, which is so superficial at the end of the day. This socialite community, if this was to just fall off the face of the earth, this whole internet situation, how would you get it other than, obviously, people still compliment, but if this is what you constantly need to feed off, that's a different animal. In the past, I've done videos where I've dubbed this as people being freaks for attention. And what goes along with being a freak for attention is that you ultimately have no moral compass. So when you have no moral compass, that means that you're willing to do anything to get those likes, to get this drug, to get this feeding of sorts. And that means, whether that means showing more body parts, showing more breasts, ass, cleavage, as they say, more skin for the win, and things like that. It happens more often. I'm on social media, Instagram and Facebook, so I see this stuff as well. And I see a lot of people's on my friends list or people that I follow, they post multiple pictures. And a lot of times, especially with women, if you're not getting the likes, you're going to put pictures that are more revealing. You're going to get damn near naked. And you see a lot of these photos, which is basically implied nudity, to basically get these likes up, And I see so many pictures. I'm on fitness websites, and I see so many pictures of women basically showing, it's like you can almost see their private parts, the genitalia, from the stuff that they're wearing, bending over, showing this just to get likes, going that far to present this picture or present this to the masses. And it's so much thirst involved in it. And if someone approaches you, man or woman, approaches you with this thirst, which is what you're seeking at the end of the day, then there's going to be a problem that comes along with that, which I really do find to be quite crazy or very duplicitous in nature, that you want to show yourself off in this way, but you don't want to take what comes along with it. This drug that you do, many of these people who are doing these, taking these selfies and doing these things and showcasing themselves, advertising themselves on social media, so to speak, without a business. Many of them are married or are in a relationship, and I tend to wonder, what does their significant other or spouse think about the fact that they're constantly posting these pictures of themselves, looking for this instant gratification, as if their significant other in the meantime is not enough for them, or may not be enough for them, or may not be telling them they're beautiful, even if they are telling them they're beautiful, just to get away from that. So I find it, quite weird, especially if they have a significant other that is, boosting their ego, telling them, complimenting them. But sometimes that's not enough, because as a boyfriend, girlfriend, sometimes you can't compete with social media. You can't compete with hundreds of thousands of people who are feeding this person's ego, if that's what they're looking out for. There is no way you can compete with the outside world if this person is a freak for attention or is looking for this type of attention when what you're giving them isn't enough. That's something you'll never be able to fulfill. And some people will live like that until they hit the wall or they're no longer desired. And that's when they fall into even more of a slump or a depression, trying to figure out, as if they think they're going to live forever and be youthful forever, and trying to hold on to something that isn't going to last forever. Your beauty, it will fade. So what are you going to do? Kill yourself after that? I mean, this is something to think about. So a lot of these people, if they truly are suffering from depression, they'll end up getting on some type of drug one way or another to escape from reality. If this social media isn't enough to help their ego out, these people become so infatuated with themselves, or with these likes, that this is a drug they need around the clock. That's why they're constantly posting, constantly soliciting likes and things like that. It's almost maddening, and I can only imagine if you're in a relationship with a person like that. Outside, if they don't have a personal business where their business is to advertise themselves in social media, they're just doing it, for something outside of business. I could just imagine what that could be like, trying to, please that person, and watch this person constantly posting themselves up. And there's been studies that have been done that shows that this is directly linked to depression and low self-esteem, looking for the approval of others. And like Cat Williams said in his stand-up, it's called self-esteem. It's about the esteem of yourself, which is something you must cultivate personally, rather than looking for somebody on the outside. Because if you're dependent on somebody on the outside, how long will that last? It's going to last forever. If you're looking for someone on the outside to always make you feel warm inside, or that you are beautiful, if you're looking for that, because otherwise you're just going to fall into this slump of desperation, over time, and it sets in, and you're going to post more and more. You're going to do more. You're going to do the most, as they say. You're going to strip naked, trying to get those likes, which in a sex-filled world, or people who are constantly looking for that quick gratification of sex, and you showing skin, you're going to get that. Whether you do your implied nudity, whatever, you're going to get that. And that's just the way it goes. So the main message of this video is, if you are one of these people and you are trying so hard to get the approval of others, what happens if this all comes to an end? Where does your self-esteem lie at? Is this something that you really need? Could you fall off from this for a few months? You know what I mean? So I think, and even studies have shown that it's linked to depression. And it is low self-esteem by you constantly doing this. So just check yourself. Ask, can you really do without this? Is this something you need to be doing? And do you truly have self-love, which is something that you should be cultivating? So that's all I have to say about that. I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't done so. Check me out on Amazon, all my books. Check me out on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Throw a couple coins in the well of wisdom. The link is in the description. And remember, anything lost definitely can be found again, except for time wasted, including your confidence. So peace be upon you all in the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Make sure you guys check out my other videos. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thanks again. Peace.